Get your butt over here. Well, it's hard for you guys to see because hard for me to see. It's early. It's not even 6 o'clock yet. Yep, that's oil. Well, guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and today I gotta switch GoPros. I'll show you in a second, but I took this GoPro out to Washington. That was a mistake. Have cracked the lens on it, so I'll show you guys once I switch GoPros. But I got this truck. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna take this thing down. I'm gonna take the morning off for work. I'm gonna go work the afternoon because ADM is only open till 1, and they've been really crappy, especially towards noon. So I'm gonna try to get 3 loads in, 2 hopefully relatively quickly, and 1 I'll probably have to sit for a couple hours, but we'll see. Nathan could also take a load in on this truck, or to come on that truck. So yeah, I'm gonna grab all my stuff, load it up, load Daisy up, do my walk around, which you guys might notice. I have my my flashers on. It's because part of my walk around is make sure all my lights, all my tires are working, so I'll walk around that as I'm kicking tires. It's much quieter. Park my car. So it's been a couple weeks since I've been out here, guys, and I apologize. I have been really behind on getting my videos edited. I've been having to do a lot more for work lately. Got a new job last fall, so been traveling about the same but different types of trips. You know, instead of 3-week long trips like I've been doing the last couple of years, I've been doing a lot more like 1 to 2 week trips with trying not to stay over on the weekends, which is great for the personal life. I'm around the wife a lot more, but that doesn't mean I get time to go film while I'm traveling. I don't get to have that extra time to edit a lot of the times, so it's good for the personal life but not great for the YouTube. I have a wrench in here. I got a lot to catch you up on, guys. A lot of exciting stuff happening. But first, let's get on the road. I have my trusty tire checking stick. As I've mentioned in previous videos, you beat it, so that way you can tell how much it bounces back. If it bounces back, you got air. If it doesn't, well, you need air. Pretty scientific, I know. I gotta figure out how to back out of this thing too, because that driveway's blocked off, that driveway's blocked off. I think I gotta back into this. Oh, this will be fun. Probably should make sure we're full too. I think we are. Oh, I'm not full. Ha! Good thing I checked. That stinks. Now I gotta load up. Oh well. I'm gonna try and back this sucker in the gap between the old grain trailer and the gooseneck. I need 2 hands for that. Loading up. Definitely thought the trucks were loaded. That is what it is. It's a little dusty this morning. But I believe we have this bin empty. Wet bin we're using for feed mainly. So you can kind of see we have our conveyor coming out of the wet bin. Right here we just have it diverting into this little makeshift trough down to another auger we'll put under that guy. Oh man. Good morning for some coffee. It's 6:15. A little froggy out this morning. But as you can kind of see, we don't have wheat there anymore. We had a phenomenal first wheat crop this year. It raised well over 100 bushel. We have beans planted in there right now. Basically put raised really high yielding wheat, baled the straw off, and then we got beans planted in there. We hauled a bunch of manure and got beans planted. So I'd say that was a pretty good crop that we made. Even if those beans make 10 to 20 bushel, that'll be a really profitable crop. And I think we can even do it better too. Hopefully we can get our beans in a week earlier next year. Maybe even get a combine even sooner, so we can get the beans in 2 weeks early, because this time of year getting your beans in early is money. Hi Daisy. Yeah, visibility is less than a half a mile, because normally we can see the trees at Deep Creek. For those of you guys are wondering why the heck I'm wearing an X9 hat, well, it's because I work at John Deere. I work on combines. The X9 has been, I wouldn't say my baby, but I've put a lot of hours on that combine over the last 4 or 5 years, so I know a thing or two about it because I've seen a thing or two about it. And the truck's getting full up there already. So I like loading it home. We got a big 12-inch auger, even though the auger's starting to get worn out. Need to look at replacing it at some point. Seen a fair share of bushels through. It's probably seen over 2 million bushels. Load it up for bear. Time to take this thing south. Boys are going to be moving cattle this morning. I believe Kurt's going to actually do chores and Nathan's going to haul a load of grain with me. I'm just going to truck till about 1 o'clock or so until ADM closes. There's some patchy fog this morning. Some spots visibility is less than a quarter mile. The spot's about a mile or so, but this is perfect because corn this time of year during pollination, which tasseling is pollination, it needs cooler temps and a lot of rain. Somebody's told me a ½ inch to 1 inch a day. Well, we're not getting that this week, so having cooler mornings with fog and heavy dew is the best we're gonna get. First time I've seen my corn in a while. Just starting to tassel, I see. Not too bad, a little uneven, a lot uneven, but you know what? I'll hopefully make a crop. It's not the prettiest crop in the world, but you know what? It is what it is. Ever see how much I love Clinton? That's the first time it's ever happened to me. 3 trucks sitting at the stoplight to get in, and they all get in front of me. Name of the game. Man, someone named Ron needs to clean their windows. Whew. Made it up here, right, Daisy girl? Daisy and I wait to get probed. And what that means is we are getting our truck is getting sampled right now. Gonna see that in the mirrors. 2 vacuum probes are going down, stick it in there into the truck, grabbing a sample. That way they can grade us and tell us the density of our corn so they can pay us. What do you think, Daisy? Yeah, corn dog. It's been a while since the friends have seen corn dog. Just got probed. According to my cellular device, I should be in and out here in about 45 to 50 minutes. A little bit long of a wait for early in the morning. It's only 9 and 7 o'clock yet. So it is what it is. Well, for being a 45-minute wait, I think I see all 3 dumps open, and I am driving straight up to the scale, inbound scale, so maybe it's not quite that bad of a line. I don't know. And of course, 80,000 pounds as always. You guys, I don't need to show you guys, you trust me. That's what's illegal in the state of Iowa, and I always do things legally. Ooh, those brakes sound good. Shoot, I'll be in and out of here in a ½ hour. That'd be nice. I would say she can't hurt a fly, but she's been trying to hurt that thing. Trying to eat it. See? Good girl. You eat all those flies. Pulling in. Time to dump my load. Well, that was nice. In and out in about 25 minutes. Sweet. I'm gonna load it up again. We're gonna go to the south farm now instead of the home farm because that bin ran dry right towards the end. Loading up. Daisy's just hanging out. Got her chained to not chained, but stuck to a cement block. We're loading up this at the south farm using our nice 706. That's almost out of gas. Hopefully I'll get enough. Or get this load loaded at least. I'm a little concerned. Yep, I'm gonna do this for a couple hours this morning. Sweet. Got 2 rings down, so we got a lot of corn left in here. Huh, must be fixing the top cap of the bin. One thing I like about climbing bins, you can really see your crop. You can kind of up until the low spots, the spots that didn't germinate properly for the corn. You can kind of see just a little wavy, but overall it looks really nice. The beans look even better. I don't understand why we have so many good beans. It's just we've been very fortunate. We're blessed this year, and hopefully it continues. We can have a good remainder of the growing season, a good pollination, and a good finish to the year. Yeah, this is our corn right here, about 40 acres. Got another 60 acres of corn right there, 50 acres, 60 acres of beans, then another 40 acres of corn way back there. That's what the bin looks like when it's unloading. This is why you never want to go in there, because you never know when there's an air pocket or anything else, you can get swallowed by a wall of grain that's moving. And it doesn't look like much, but there's 15,000 bushels in there times 60. That's over 80,000, no, 800,000 pounds. It's a lot of weight right here. But it unloads out of the center right there. And right there, that bin, last time I was hauling out of that bin. That bin's cleaned out. That's nice. We got, like I said, probably 15,000 bushels left in this bin, maybe a little less. And then we got another 5,000 in the wet bin next to here. And when you think about it, guys, this corn is being sold right now for $6. We're hauling roughly 1,000 bushel for easy math. We're gonna make $6,000 with this load alone. Now granted, that is gross, that is not profit. We have a lot of costs going into, especially this year. And I can break down the cost a little bit later, but it's just kind of neat. Like, this is the money making season. It's very boring, but how we make our money, cover our costs in some years. That's what it's thinking, right? So I'm just watching my gauge. As soon as it gets to 80, I'll shut it off. That's how I know I got a full truck. Grain's coming out of the auger in the bin, into the jump auger, up to the truck. Powered by a 706 and an electric motor. Tarp is closing, letting the tractor cool down a little. I shut the bin unloader off, and I let the jump unloader, the truck unload auger, I let that clean out. That way it's much easier to start up when I go next time. Kind of say I didn't let it clean out enough, apparently. That's okay. And now we roll. And there's my millennial tarp. Man, that's 2 in a row. I've never had this happen before today. Man, it was only an hour and a half ago since I made this round trip. That's kind of nice hauling from the South Farm. It's literally a 10-minute drive as opposed to a 25-minute drive. Sweet. Hauling Nathan's grain right now. And we just got probed. Nice, the shuttle wagon on that thing. That's what they use to move rail cars around. It's got those big wheels to actually traverse railroad tracks and stuff like that, but it lowers the actual rail steel wheels to actually move train cars. It's pretty sweet. Corn dog. 2 back in line, or 1 back this truck's dumping right now. So this ADM normally has 3 dumps. This one is down. They must be doing some work on it. I see a lift part there. Man, 2 loads in 2 hours. I'll take that. I just probably jinxed myself, and the next load's gonna be very slow, but whatever. That's just not fair. They're too cute. It's not fair. Oh, I ended up deciding just to risk it for the biscuit with my new GoPro. I just had the crack lens I need to order. Reminds me I'll order that right now. But I'm also risking it for the biscuit. Almost out of fuel. The gas, I should say. I have the truck half full, so should be able to fill the truck up, and then the boys are going to bring me down fuel when they cut the gas when they come fill cattle down here. Planes spraying on fungicide. It's that time of the year where airplanes and helicopters are putting fungicide on corn. A lot more trucks than this time. Looks like load 4, my last one. Partially because there's no AC and it's freaking getting hot out. It's gonna be the hottest week of the year. Upper 90s most of the week. I don't know if this little feline can handle it. Feline or canine? I don't know. Feline or canine? I don't know. Waiting. Loading probably the last truck. It's getting pretty hot out. It's already 85 degrees. It's not even 11 yet. We're open for another couple hours, but with no AC. I don't know if I can handle it, but I for sure don't know if she can't handle it. So might be the last load, but hey, this will be the 4th load of the day. That's more than I've hauled in a long time. We're pretty lucky, but I want to talk a little bit about what we were doing. So as I mentioned before, this load's grossing right around $6,000, $7,000, somewhere between there. But that's a gross, that's not profit. So you got to take away, so assuming this was, you raised 200 bushel an acre corn on this, so this truckload is 5 acres of crop. 5 acres of crop has a lot of expenses with it. Roughly $250 of seed, labor, fuel, and a little bit of machinery. I should have more in there, but that's $250 per acre. So right there goes $1,250 right off the gap. Then you got nitrogen, you got fertile phosphorus, you got potassium, you got all other nutrients that you're gonna need to apply to your crop. That's another to what's that, about an acre? Roughly 200 bucks an acre right there. So there goes another $1,000. Then you gotta figure your storage cost, your drying cost. You have all these different costs that you throw in there. Well, this $6,000 shrinks very quickly. You're gonna easily cut that by a third, easy. So at the end of the day, it is a business. We are trying to make money on the farm, but we don't do it to get rich. If you want to be rich, you should not be a farmer, because it's literally like gambling every single week. So we do it. We enjoy farming because it's a way of life. You get to be one with the outdoors. You get to spend time with your pups, and you don't have to be sitting at a desk all day. That's what I do on a normal day. When I'm an engineer for Deere, I sit at a desk, and it's just not for me. So I come out here as much as I can. It's hard for you guys to see, but we are running on fumes on that tractor. We're almost full. Another 3 to 4 more minutes, we'll be full. So hopefully I can get her. Not the best start to be walking up here. Nice thing about doing on the bins and stairways, so much nicer than ladders. There goes my gas. Millennial tarp activated. Probably the last load, 11:30. They close in an hour and a half, and I highly doubt that I can make a round trip with them. Not a big deal. You hate getting probed, dog? You hate it? I hate it. But we're through. I'm gonna go check the app and see how much time we got. I might be able to make a round trip. I might. If I can get out of here in 45 minutes, it'll be really close. Nathan's sitting at the stoplight right here, taking the load number 5 in for the day. I think I'm gonna be done. It's gonna be pushing it to get another load in. It'd be like really close. I'm just gonna call it, get home, and have some good old lunch with Grandma. 4 loads before noon. That's pretty good for current hauling conditions. Definitely tell the unevenness this year. Wow, it's up and down, but at least some of it's up. That's all I care about. Hopefully I can average 180. Be pretty good for a year like this. Oof, this is so spotty. And of course, it wouldn't be a day of trucking without me filling up with diesel. I'm gonna put 150 bucks in. Diesel's down to 360, so that's pretty nice. 150 bucks will go about 40 gallons, a little less, a little more, whatever math. Got 4 loads in. I might even get a load down to Savannah, down to the river, so that'll be different for you guys. Only ever been down there once in the last couple of years. There's our freshly painted soybeans. No clue what Curtis is doing, if he's replacing or repairing bunks. Not sure. Baby kitties. There's 2 of them. Oh, there's a 3rd. Hi, babies. They got a couple more choppers, corn heads, combines getting set up. You guys are getting busy prepping for fall harvest. And I'm just making it into town. We're gonna load up with some corn uptown. Loading. We're loading uptown, loading some corn, going to the river. Just got loaded up, be right around 80,000, which is good. So my dog is so smart. I love her. We'll go pull on the scale and dump. Going down the hill to the only island town in the state of Iowa. It is a pretty cool drive, because right around this corner you'll kind of just see literally a little viaduct to get out to the island town. It's a little narrow in spots, a lot of narrow in spots. Pretty cool looking town, that's for sure. And after you go through town, you got another little 3-mile viaduct until you hit the actual Mississippi River. This is kind of the backwaters of the tributaries of the Mississippi. It's just kind of like a flood area, wetland. Kind of cool. My dad used to trap down in this area. Trap muskrats and all that fun stuff. Now you got a sweet bridge, a super sweet bridge across the Mississippi. Yes, I'm hauling into Illinois. Pretty sweet. There's the Twilight. And the old bridge that they replaced about 10 years ago used to be about literally the size of the yellow stripe over. It was not wide enough for 2 semis to cross at high speeds. And just like that, we are almost here. So I literally just crossed the river right there at that bridge. Came across that viaduct on the other side of those trees. Now this is literally just a barge terminal. So all they do is they're gonna take my grain, slap it on a barge, and more than likely take it to the port of New Orleans and sell it. That's more than likely what's gonna happen. But it also could go on a barge and get sold to somebody downstream that would want it. Don't know where or when, but typically barges, full barges don't go north, they go south. I think I might have deprived myself. Come on. Never take my dog to the to the water. So they're not loading the barge right now, but they could be. That one's almost full. That one's half full. You can tell because the barges are full when there's about a foot and a half left from their steel floater things to the casing. What does that mean? Hello. Oh my gosh. Looking forward to hearing that a little bit more. And Deere. That's what I call service right here. At the river. My dog got to go for a little swim. Never taken her to the water before. Probably should make that happen at some point. Just like that, I'm dumped. And yes, I haven't been wearing my hat a ton because I don't want to destroy it because I'm so freaking sweaty. Just gonna go check, close my tarp, and check my air. Traps are good. Air's good. Ah, what are the odds? That's aggressive. Load of intermodals heading north. These are intermodals are shipping containers. You know, that go on ships that go across the oceans. Sweet. I think he did that just because he knew I was filming. We're cleaning out this big 60-foot diameter bin, probably 120,000 or so. Cleaning it out, so it's taking slow, but I'm just about filled up. Kurt's washing out the trailer. So we got fair week this week, so we got to transport some animals over there for Amber. And Daisy and I are done for the day. I'm gonna go scout some fields. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video while I am gonna go crop scout. Yeah, that's right, I'm driving on our wheat field now, planted soybeans. That planted a couple days ago at the end of July, middle of July, so it's a little bit later for double crop beans, but hey, it is what it is. We at least got them in. So I'm pretty pumped. I'm really pumped. Curious to see how these do, because like I said, we had our wheat do really well, and I misspoke. Instead of getting 4 straw bales, we got 64 straw bales. So I misspoke there, so I apologize. But you're gonna have to tune into some crop scouting in a different video. So I'm gonna close this one out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, take it easy, stay safe, and that's a top for now.